So that was a bit of Lightnin Hopkins. I learned this piece by watching the documentary The Blues According to Lightnin Hopkins, which was recorded in the late 60s and is directed by Les Blank. And if you go to his website, and you'll see the link here below, you can buy or rent the full documentary. It's not in its full length on YouTube, just some snippets here and there. And there are also a few outtakes that are quite interesting. For example, there's a song called Blues for Less with an interesting story which you have to read on the website. But you can see there that Lightnin has, for example, a third unwound string, which is not uncommon for bluesmen. Brownie McGee also did that. And it results in more, you can bend easy, but and the sound is a bit more clear than a wound string. Anyway, the disadvantage is that it's out of tune easily. Anyway, I learned this piece, and it's in the documentary. I put a link, by the way, in the video description, where you can see that piece that I just played. But I added a few things. Anyway, you can see that Lightnin is in real good form there. He's not performing for some college kids, but for his own people, and they're dancing from beginning to end. And sadly, it's only a short piece, just 2 minutes. I tapped out what I played, and there's information for the tap in the website, the description. Let's start with the beginning, and we have the shuffle part, which is the important thing is to really mute after you hit the strings. And also the little upstroke in the fourth beat is very subtle. I almost upstroke all the bass strings, but the fourth string is muted, and when I'm at the sixth string I also mute, so it's not very audible. Just that movement from the second to the fourth fret on the fifth string. And you mute, of course, with the side of your hand. And I think it's important, and why Lightnin did it, because if you play it not muted, it sounds like this. That's not blues, that's something else. But by muting, you indicate each beat very clearly, which is important for the dancers, so they can move to that. Alright, then we have the first lick. Bend the third fret in the first string, open, second string, open, bend slightly the second fret of the third string, open and triplet. I use my middle finger, index finger, open, index finger, and a thumb. And that triplet is thumb, index, thumb. And then again. Then another fill. Slide on the third string to the fourth fret. Third fret, second string. Jump to the first string, bend, open, second string, second fret, third string, sorry, first string, third fret, and open. And don't pay too much attention in the tap to the rhythmic notation. You can really improvise and stretch notes or play them shorter than is written. And you can improvise there as well, of course. Then we have the same boogie pattern on the 4th and the 5th string. And then we have another fill. Slide to the 1st string, 5th fret, 3rd fret, open 1st string, a very quick slide down from the 5th to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open, bend the 3rd string on the 2nd fret slightly, and the same thing. And again, watch this, on the 3rd string I play with the tempo. Except the open strings there with index. Temp index, temp index. And again our E lick. And then the end lick. And you can hear in his performance he's a bit searching what I'm gonna do, but he lands on his feet as always. 4th string, 2nd fret, open, 3rd string, slide to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, slide to the 7th fret on the 2nd string, 1st string, 5th fret, quick slide down from the 7th to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, bend the 3rd fret, 2nd string, 4th fret, 3rd string, and down. And the B7, and I play temp, hit, up, temp, up, down, and open. You can do, of course, like an alternating bass. Open 5th string, and then the end lick. Bend the 1st string, 3rd fret, open, bend the 2nd string, 3rd fret, open, and again that's the same for all those licks, previous licks. And then we're doing the whole thing, the boogie thing. So twice in the E, once in A, back to E, and at the last beat I'm playing the open A string to go to the B, and then so one more time. Slide to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Let it ring into the next beat. Again the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. 4th fret, 3rd string. Slide down, open, and 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret. And then that's one of his typical turnarounds, which he uses mostly in his slower songs, and it's a bit difficult, well, to get the timing right when it's that fast. So, open the E string and you form your E chord, strum down and up, form the A chord, down and up, and Lightnin, of course, uses a bar. So You can let the first string, second fret also ring if you want. I didn't do that. Alright. Like that. So, open E string, strum down, A, and open, E again. That's a triplet. B7 and open. I'll try to do it slow. Alright. And then I start with the third verse, which is, well, my interpretation of what Lightnin played previously. So I'm bending a partial A7 chord, just 2 fingers, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, like that. It's difficult to do slow. Like that. Bend, open, bend the 3rd string, but very short, and then 2nd fret on the 3rd string, let it ring into the next beat, and then hammer on pull off, open 4th string, and then you form the chord, just for one half beat, but it's easier to do that in my way. I'll let you show my right hand here. Again, you can improvise, use the positions and do the timing a bit different. That's no crime. Then for the lick in A, I'm sliding, not too fast, to the 6th fret on the 3rd string, 2nd string, 5th fret, and then a pull off, 7, 6, 5, and bend the 2nd string in the 8th fret, as long as you want, and then a quick open, 2nd string 5th fret, 3rd string 6th fret, open. And then the A lick. Here I'm hitting down with my 2 fingers and nails, and only the 1st string rings. 2nd string is muted by the 3rd finger that goes up because of the bend, and my index finger mutes the 3rd string, and the palm, which goes down, mutes the bass strings. And you get a nice percussive effect. And then followed by, so it's bend the 5th fret, go to normal, and then 3rd fret, 1st string, 5th fret, 2nd string, open, and 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd fret. 4th fret, 3rd string, slide down, open, and again the E lick. And then the B7, which is shorter than the previous lick. Open. So 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, open, slide to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, the D on the 2nd string, back to the 3rd string, slide down and open. I indicated in the tab, damp, 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 index, damp, damp. I did that with previous licks also. Again, the B7 as previously done. And our first lick, which is from bar 18. And then we're playing the whole thing, the boogie thing again. And turn around and hit the bass string. And then we have a slow ending. I'm playing that with a temp. Open 2nd and 1st string. And then a triplet. Simply put your 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. And then move up 3rd fret, 1st fret. Open 4th and 3rd string with a temp and a B7 chord. So again. Down, up, down, and slide to the 12th fret on the 2nd string. 12th fret, 10th fret, 2 triplets. Add the pinky to the 12th fret 1st string and slide down. That's from bar 29. Bend the 1st string, 3rd fret, triplet, 3rd string, and hammer and pull off, 4th string, open, 4th string. And then the bass run. So bar 30, twice, triplets on the 5th string, open 1, 2, open 4th, open 2nd fret, 4th, 5th string, open, and then going down. Notice the dynamics in that bass run. So don't play. So that's it for Lightnin's Barbecue Blues. Do watch the documentary. As I said, there were only a few fragments on YouTube. but the full documentary is really a pleasure to watch. Have fun.